I ain't chasing perfection, I'm chasing growth. Every day, a better me.
I had to sit with myself in the quiet. No distraction, no noise to deny it. All the excuses I used to defend started sounding weak when I faced them within. I blame my past for the way I react, blamed other people for what I lack. But healing start when you tell the truth. Can't grow strong if you hide the root. I seen potential I never applied. Dreams I postponed, just feeding my pride. I asked God why I'm stuck in place. He said you comfortable, that's the way.
If I want change, I gotta move. If I want light, I face the truth. I can't pray for growth, then run from you.
I just wanna be a
better me, more love, less ego in me, closer to who God made me to be. Every day step faithfully. I don't need the old version back. I'm letting go, I'm done with that. I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. God shaping better me.
I started waiting for a perfect time. Started working on my inner mind. Discipline where my feelings felt. Choosing growth when comfort, yeah. I ain't competing with who ahead. I'm competing with thoughts in my head. Every bad habit I entertain is just another broken chain. So I wake up and I pray first. Even when change feel like it hurt. Consistency over high, daily steps overnight. I fall short but I don't quit. God still working brick by brick. I ain't finished, I admit, but I'm further than I've ever been.
Mold me, shape me, even when it breaks me. Teach me, guide me, keep your hand beside me. I just wanna be a better me, more love, closer to who God made me to be. Every day, step faithfully. I don't need the old version back. I'm letting go, I'm done with that. I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. God shaping a better me.
Yeah. This one wasn't easy to admit, but growth never is. Listen.
I used to wear my pride like armor on my chest. Thought being strong, man, I never confessed. I kept my wounds hidden, smile through the strain. Told myself I'm good while I'm drowning in pain. I wanted respect, I wanted control. Didn't know surrender was good for my soul. I pushed people away just to prove I was fine. Didn't realize ego was wasting my time. God kept knocking, I kept locking the door. Thought I knew better, thought I needed no more. But every time I fail, I blamed everything else. Never start to look in the mirror myself. I've been holding on too tight, trying to win every fight. But please don't come with being right. They come when I let go tonight.
I'm putting my pride aside, laying my weapons down. I don't gotta always fight. God got me now. I'm putting my pride aside,
Putting my pride aside,
letting His love decide.
letting His love decide.
I don't need to be in control
To know
I'll be alright.
I
used to think asking for help was weak. Now I know strength come when you speak. I carry burdens I was never meant to hold. Try to play grown before my heart was whole. I wanted grace but wouldn't give it back. Wanted mercy but stayed on attack. God checked me gently, said look inside. You asking me to heal what you keep feeding with pride. I lost moments trying to prove a point. Lost peace chasing every disappointment. Now I choose growth over winning debates. I'd rather be healed than dominate. If you gotta humble me, then humble me right. If I gotta be still, I'll wait on your light. Take this weight, take this fight. I trust you more than my own self.
My pride aside, laying my weapons aside. I don't gotta always fight. God got me now. I'm putting my pride aside.
Laying my pride aside.
Letting His love decide.
Letting His love decide.
I don't need to be in control
To know
I'll be alright.
Yeah, now I listen more than I speak. Learn patience, make you strong, not weak. Yeah, I'm a tired judge when I'm wrong. Even when my ego say hold on. I don't need to be seen as the toughest in the room. God working in silence, that's power too. If it costs my peace, I let it go. If it feed my pride, I tell it no. I'd rather walk humble and sleep at night than be loud, defensive, and live in the fight. This growth uncomfortable, but it's real. God breaking me gently so I can heal. I ain't losing myself, I'm finding me when I put my pride aside.
Yeah. I spent too long trying to control everything. And I realized peace starts when you let go and let God. I used to grip light tight with both hands closed, trying to force outcome nobody knows. If it didn't move how I planned it to go, I stressed all night like I lost control. I carried weight that wasn't mine to hold, trying to predict every twist in the road. But every time I try to run ahead, God slow my steps just to clear my head. I thought surrender meant losing the fight, but sometimes surrender the reason you right. I had to learn faith, ain't proving you strong. It's trusting God even when things go wrong. Every burden I release, turn into a deeper peace. When I stop trying to see it all, I hear the quiet when He calls.
Let go and let God. He sees the road ahead when I can't understand. He's guiding every step. Let go and let God.
No reason to fear the fall. What's meant for my life won't miss me at all.
Let go and let God.
I was fighting battles I couldn't win, arguing with fate, wrestling with them, trying to control what people say, trying to control how things would play. But peace came when I stepped aside, when I stopped feeding my ego and pride. Some things only heaven can fix, some storms only patience can mix. I stopped chasing answers overnight, started trusting divine inside. God don't rush what He refine, everything unfolding in time.
Take my worry, take my doubt, take the fear, I'm letting out. Lead me forward, light the way. I trust you more with every go and let God. He sees the road ahead when I can't understand. He's guiding every step. Let go and let God.
No reason to fear the fall. What's meant for my life won't miss me at all.
Let go and let God. He sees the road ahead when I can't understand. He's guiding every step. Let go and let God.
No reason to fear the fall. What's meant for my life won't miss me at all.
Let go and let God.
Now I breathe deeper when trouble appear. Not every storm, something to fear. Some of them lessons shaping the soul, teaching patience, teaching control. I still plan, but I hold it light, knowing God adjust the flight if He redirect. I trust the design, His wisdom greater than mine. So if the future's still unclear, I'll keep walking without the fear. Cause when I loosen my grip on the odds, I finally let go and let God. Not everything needs my control, not every answer needs to be known. Sometimes faith simply means let go.
Let God. Let God. Let God. Let go and let God.
nights I ain't see a way. Build a dream, felt far away. Smile in public, stress alone. Trying to be strong on my own. I complain about things I didn't have. Forgot the blessings in my hands. And my lungs, food on my plate. Mercy on you every day.
What's up, chat? Good morning. How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? What's up, Roby? What's up, chat? How you doing? How you guys doing? Shout out to 9 viewers right now. You guys can drop some energies in the chat. Come on, let's go.
Plans that never made it. Some delays was protection, some lost of redirection. I thank you for growth through pain, for clarity after rain, for people who walked away, made room for better days. I ain't perfect, I still fall, still learning to surrender all. But every time I call your name, you steady, you don't change. Gratitude change how I see, learn what I have and enough for me. I stopped chasing what ain't mine, started trusting divine timing. Thank you for grace, thank you for peace, thank you for covering me. Even when I forget to pray, you never walk away. Even when I forget to pray, you never walked away. Lord, I'm grateful. Lord, I'm grateful for the seen and unseen, for the doors you open, and the ones in between. Lord, I'm grateful. Lord, I'm grateful for the highs and lows, every lesson, every blessing.
Yeah. First giving honor to God, to Miss Carol who had first brought me and my moms, to the church where I know I ain't been in so long. I just pray that when I call they still pick up the phone. Yeah, with judgment coming from all angles, I'll never defend myself for approval from strangers when they don't give a damn about my kids. Since you ain't gotta pray for me, just pray for them. And pray for my mama, pray for my sis. We miss my granny, we need her at times like this. To think I prayed for the world to be back open, just to lose both of my grandparents to COVID. And pray for every one of my little cousins who was really more like sisters and brothers. I gotta thank them for sharing their dad, cause growing up he was really all that I had. You know, growing up at a young age, my pops got deported to Jamaica, and my uncle stepped up and was the father I never had. So when I say like, gotta thank my little cousins for sharing their dad, they really shared their dad with me. He was the father figure I never had. And he really part of the reason why I am the way I am today, and why I'm as successful as I am in this very moment. Instead of arguing on live, I should've prayed with T-Fly. I could've got straight to the point instead of letting jokes fly. I should've called Ty, cause he don't struggle with his pride. If it was up to him to push it, still I'd be alive. So pray for me, pray for YG, pray for PC, pray for TC, pray for Reem, H, Jade, and Clean, India and Ty, forever be the squad. Gotta pray for Teddy, gotta pray for Lays, Big S and Lil S, I love them both the same. They're a big part of the reason why I didn't bang, and that's a big part of the reason I'm still here today. So pray for Miko and pray for LMA. Everything we done together kept our family straight. Pray for anybody rocking the 10 Summers chain, and any other homies that I didn't name. You know, it's a lot of homies I ain't naming shit, man. Pray for B-Wade, a real childhood friend. Pray for Nora, my assistant, man. Pray for Shako, the handicapped foodie. Pray for my engineer, David. We've been in this motherfucker day in, day out, blood, sweat, and tears for 5 years. Pray for my niggas, Day Day and Glove, man. Them niggas kept us safe so many motherfucking nights. Pray for my nigga Uno, too, man. You know, I can't do this shit without thanking that nigga K-Dot, man. He came through, swang through with the #1 right before the album drop. I ain't even need no rollout, so you gotta pray for him. Pray for Auntie Diane, Roddy, and Kiefer, too. And last but definitely not least, you gotta pray for all my kids, Kai, Connor, Cody. Most definitely gotta pray for the apple of my eye, the love of my life, Brittany. And BB McFarland, the newest addition to the family. And even if I ain't say your name, you know what's up with me. I pray to God direct my steps on this path I'm going. Give me peace of mind so that I stay focused. Give me discipline so that I keep going. To the gym even when results ain't showing. Lord, give me the faith I need to move mountains. Give me financial freedom, know that there's no accountant that's more able than you. There's no problems on this earth greater than you. And if it's your will, then let me do everything that I was created to do. Help me change lives, like you changed minds, like you changed moms. How could I forget how you made a millionaire out of 15 cents? With $1 in a dream, wasn't always what it seemed. Sometimes I couldn't see, but I still believed. And then you made it real, you gave me everything I need. And all I had to have was the faith of a mustard seed. So the point of this album is to have faith. No matter what field of work you in, no matter what you're doing in life, have faith in it and believe in it at all times. And especially having God in your life first. Because in a world full of the devil doing God knows what, as long as you keep God first, you'll be all right. I've always had the ultimate confidence I've always believed in myself, and I always strived to be the best I could be. It was instilled in me as a kid. When I was making this album,
What's up,
man,
chat? What's up, man?
I
Good
went through
morning,
3 different
chat.
titles and about 100 different
What's
emotions.
up, everybody?
And I just remember a conversation I had with Nip when he was doing Perfect Tens.
What's up, man? Do 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 do. Good morning. What's up, pa? How you doing? How you doing? All right, what's happening here on chart? What's happening on go? Ooh, rebroke the highs. Okay. Okay, man. Okay. Makes sense here. Look at that, rebroke and then starting to rebroke down. All right, let me do the top down here. Good to see you too. Good to see you too. Yeah, let's drop down to the weekly time frame. So what we got here? We got a rebroke of the previous candle high. So what we got here? Let's drop down to the daily time frame. So the daily, as you can see, we closed bullish here on price. Yesterday candle. So we got sort of market structure here on the chart. We have a support level. And we got a sitting resist level sitting right here, as you can see, right? So right now, this kind of resistance is gonna be tough. Why? Because man, it happens on the past here. We got the previous resistance here that moved down pretty heavy. So now it makes sense. If we're gonna look to the left hand side here, we have like a previous structure here too that price can tops in and then move down, right? So right now, and but you know, we spoke about this candle, right? Man, we spoke about this candle yesterday that is starting to rebroke the low and is starting to react heavy, right? If we're gonna drop down to the 4 hour time frame, as you can see, right, the target has been top on the 4 hour time frame. Look at that. And we got what we got here. We got a support level sitting right here. Though we closed below the range, right? We closed below the range, but this, if you're gonna look on the candles, how the candles are moving pretty slow, right? We grabbing orders right here, and we have some gap here yesterday, and I told you guys that this gap should be filled, right, later tonight on the NY session or in the late session on the NY. But as you can see, it filled, right? It moved pretty heavy. There's no news late. Yeah, there's no news yesterday, but it moved pretty heavy, right? Why is that? Because we create the gap, and as per the datas that we adapt to the market, um all the gap has been filled within the day, right? Because last year and then the previous year, that if we open and then we got some gap, it all filled within a week. It's not within the day, because right now we have sorry, we have a lot of volume into the market. That's why it's gonna be filled for a day. It's all adaptation every single market condition. So right now we have I guess we have a fake out here on price in the 4 hour time frame. We have some move. We move down, and as you can see, the candles are didn't close pretty heavy to this candle to move down pretty heavy, right? So you look at that. We need this candle closure to move down even further, but the candle closed doji, right, with the small body of bearish. That's why this candle grab an order here, grab order, and then move up pretty heavy for the rest of the day. So right now we are bearish on the daily time frame. As you can see, we got what we got here. We got a rebroke of the high here. So it makes sense because in the weekly time frame, rebroke. Why it's not pushing up? Because we are tapping on the resistance level. This resistance is pretty top, 4,780, right area, it's pretty tough because as you can see, we have we have heavy reactions there, and the monthly probably this if this candle, right, if this monthly candle will flip bearish, because as you can see, we got a what we got here, we got a rebroke of the previous candle low on the month, and we open, right, we opened this without any top wick yet. We rebroke, and now we're grabbing orders at the top, so minimum 4,780. Okay, so once we tap there and then starting to react once again, this candle starting to flip bearish, yeah, we might see this kind of volume, this kind of momentum. We might see this fill the wick on the left hand side, because we might see, right, we should see this fill the wick on the left hand side, but I don't know if this month, but minimum, within this month or probably the next month, right? So that's gonna be the idea. Let's drop down to the 4 hour time frame. So the 4 hour time frame, as you can see, we're just um creating higher highs and higher lows on price here. Look at that, we have resistance level and support level right now here. So we still have range to move down. Look at that, we still have a range to top in, but right now, we still have 1 hour and 18 minutes for the candle to close. On the 4 hour, let's drop down to the hourly time frame. So the hourly still have range to fill down here. Look at that. It's clean range to move down. And let's drop down to the 30. 30, okay. 30, look at that. Rebroke. Look at this. Right, look at that. Look at that. So 15, let's see. Okay. So the 15 here. Look at the 15. So we create some minor levels. So I'm gonna mark this as a support level. And the resistance is gonna be, I'm gonna use this, right? So above here, probably this is gonna be, oh, what's that? On and off. Okay, cool. So this is gonna be my level so far. So if you have any questions, let me know. We have connections. Oh, what's this? What's up, Riz? How you doing? How you doing? How you feeling? It's all good now, chat. Relax, man. On and off. Little bit laggy today, huh? Pretty much. Core PPI. Thursday, core PPI, Euro bank holiday. Good morning, Ryan. How you doing? A little bit laggy today. A little bit laggy today, chat. Shout out to 14 viewers right now. How you guys doing? If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. How's the journey so far, chat? How's your month? How's your week? How's the trading week last week? All right, pushing up here. Pushing up. 30 minutes pretty clean here, but we need to see price action is on the 15 here. Look at that. We're hovering here on 4702 to 4695. So yeah. Still clean range here. Clean range. Clean, clean, clean. Been sitting on my hands all week, waiting out for CPI maybe. Yeah. I mean, if you guys are still following the rules, the plan that you have every single day, that's pretty much idea, right? It's still a trading day, if you don't take any trades today, it's still a trade. It's still a trade. It's still a dubs because you sit with your hands, not touch anything. Move. We move a lot yesterday, but I didn't force anything here because as you can see, if I force buy here, look at that. Look at this. We have a resistance here. You have resistance here, resistance here. But going up, it's overextend for me, right? It's kind of a little bit of overextend here. That's why I don't want to jump into a trade just, to make money. I know I can make money, but I don't want to, jump into buy here, right? It's not part of my plan. Probably a pullback. I need a pullback here. Take buys. But pullbacks here, yeah, we got some pullback retracement, but it's kind of late. And setup, there's no setup here around 9 p.m. or 10. That's not my time to trade. And yeah, call it. That's discipline builds, If you don't, you know. If you understand your strategy, if you understand yourself, your psychology, you know when to hunt a trade, and you know when to not hunt a trade. The time is really important here, right? If you know the price actions will move on your trading time, by the time you're gonna hunt a trade. And right now we're hunting a trade. We just need to wait for a candle to close. Gold buying or selling now? Not yet. I'm not buying or I'm not selling yet. I need to wait for the candle to close. Above, probably, yeah. Above the zone is gonna be good. It's gonna be good for price to move up above the structure. And below, it's gonna be good to sell down here. That pretty much idea. 68, 70 pip range. What's your bias? My bias, I don't have any bias right now. I don't have any bias right now because we stuck in a range, right? So once we are in this range, this is gonna be my red zone. So technically, I don't have any bias when the price still in that zone. If this candle close above, there is a high chance that I'm gonna buy. Okay, if this candle close below, there is a high chance that I'm gonna sell because my advantage here is a clean traffic towards to the upside and towards to the downside. So I don't wanna touch anything on inside the red zone. Right? That pretty much my idea. But the bias wise, not yet. No bias for the day. Because as long as bias will build when you see the price move, when you see the directions. Right now, we got what we got here. We got a move down, right? But this necessary move down is gonna move down pretty heavy. Not yet. There's no directions yet because if you're gonna go up to the higher time frame, look at that. We have a bullish closure here. We cannot say, okay, my bias today is bearish. But still, this candle still open. This candle will close in 13 hours. 13 hours take time. This a lot of time. And if we're gonna drop down to the 4 hour time frame, we are stuck in a range, right? You can see this. You have a support level resistance. So technically, we are ranging. So we cannot say, okay, we're biased for days bullish or biased for days bearish. You need to understand, you need to correlate the higher time frame to the lower time frame. So that's why I'm telling you, Chad, that once we are in the zone, there's no bias yet. But if we broke out the zone, probably we can take buy. And we can broke out the zone to the downside, probably we can take sell. It's all probability. It's all how you're gonna follow your plan, how you're gonna follow your rules. But it didn't respect the previously. Which previously? This one? Yeah, I know we moved down, but as you can see this, we have move, bro. Right? We have a structure here. Yeah, I know, but it closed below. Yeah, break a structure. Okay. So now taking sell, probably good idea for taking sell is 4715. Once the candle create a new resistance there, yeah, probably good for selling. And if we can see the price moving up, why we were taking sell? We need to wait a new resistance form above here, 4715, to take sells going down. Because if the candles are green, you cannot take sell. Right? If the candles, look at that. If the candles are green, we cannot take sells. It doesn't make sense. If the candles are green and we know we're closing above, yeah, taking buy. We should take sells if the candles are red. Make sense? Yeah, it's kind of short buying. Yeah, it's kind of short buying because we are broking the structure, and the advantage is a clean traffic towards to the upside. But right now, there's no closure yet, so now it's waiting time, right? So this zone is making sense now. Look at that, right? We're tapping the support. We're tapping the support. So this one is really valid. This zone is really valid. Once the candle close below, it's really valid. When the candle close above, it's really valid to take buys and to take sells. Candle close below, because look at that. We have how many rejections here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections now. No closure above, right? So yeah, man. What's my experience? I'm into trading for 2 years now. 2.5 years. We subscribed couple weeks ago. Okay, nice. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the subs. Are you profitable? Yeah. I have videos there that I have a payout in FTMO. You can check how I take the payout. Prop firm, yeah. I take a prop firm. Muscular G. Wow. Are you muscular G? Where are you from? Guess. Guess it, man. Let's see if you can guess it. Dang, Goldie. No closure above. Now we're rebroking the highs. Now we're trying to push up. Holy. Alex K, how you doing, man? Long time. Maybe Hong Kong? Oh, I look do I look like Chinese? Chat, do I look like Chinese? Chinese. There you go. There you go. Alex K showed up. Yeah, yeah, kind of muscular. Yeah, W muscular, bro. W muscular. Yeah. Being healthy, huh? Thank you, gang. Thank you. See you. Thank you, G. See you, man. From which zone are we planning to short? Below here, below 4695. Below 4695. Why not from the app side? If we create a structure, probably yeah, we can take that here, but we need to see a resistance form here. Once we see a resistance form, yeah, we can sell it from the top. It depends on the candle closure. We're not just gonna jump into sells if the candles are, if the candles are have a little bit of body or dojis, we're not gonna jump into sells. It should be a healthy body candles with the top wick and bottom wick. This should be fine to take a sell going down here. We're not gonna take sells if the candles are look like this or small body. No. Oh, you just new into trading. Okay, good luck, brother. I mean, good luck, bro. I mean, if you are into trading for a couple of months now and you're happen to the other strategy, another strategy, yeah. But my advice you if you are new to the trading, don't force yourself. Don't rush the process. You need to learn the skill. You need to understand which phase are you currently in. Your strategy support resist the same with me, the same with mine, or you have your different something analogy or whatever. If your strategy is the same as mine, bro, you're gonna learn here. You're gonna learn. Probably give yourself at least 3 to 6 months or minimum 6 months to learn the strategy, to learn the skills, and you're gonna be good. But keep in mind, if you are a profit trader, it's pretty normal to blow an account, a lot of account, probably before you take your first payout. It's my friend, like I entry in the 5 minutes. Okay, I'm not entering on the 5 minutes. Entry in another candle closing. Yeah, another candle closing. It's pretty much a good idea, but 5 minutes time frame. It's a lower time frame for me, so I'm not gonna touch 5 minutes. My lower time frame was a 15 minutes time frame. 5 minutes, yeah, no good. But for me, 5 to 15 minutes, pretty much good idea here. Chat, can I see 20 likes in the stream here? Can I see 20 likes in the stream? You know, support the stream, subs to the channel, like the stream, share it with your friends. Can I see 20 likes in the stream, gang? All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, if you're really profitable in those time frame, yeah, just hold on, hold that strategy and master it. But right now, if you're new to the trading, make sure you learn the skill. Make sure you learn the craft. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to rush anything. Just learn the skill first, right? Learn the skill. And blowing in a lot of accounts is pretty normal in if you're a prop trader. Pretty normal. Because I've been there, I blew a lot of accounts. That's pretty normal if you're a funded trader. This is my second account, 5K. Okay, that's not 5K, it's just 500 US dollar account and 250 US dollar daily drawdown. So yeah, I mean that's good. Learn the skill with those account. And once you learn the skill, you can scale up. When you have a confident that you can scale up and stock it. You need to stock it, and man, the first payout that you're gonna get in funded account, that should be different emotion. That should be, it's like different feeling that you're gonna be funded trader, and you're gonna get your face first payout. And yeah, but the game will start, but the game will start when you become funded trader. And if you become a funded trader, it doesn't mean that you're gonna make a lot of money. No, you're gonna get a payout here and there, and then that's it. You just need to scale up and stock the account. Stock, 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 stock. That's gonna be a funded trader. Learning, bro. But when we hit ESA, it gives a lot of self doubt. It probably, it's all part of a game. It's all part of, being a trader. You need to lose to learn, right? You need to be a good loser, bro. You need to be a good loser. So if the strategy is not really working, and you're gonna have a self doubt, now you need to diagnose things. Why it always hit the SL? Maybe some problem on the entry, maybe some problem on the setup. Maybe I need to wait for the candle to close above, or you need to wait for the candle to close below, or you need to wait for a support form, resistance form before taking a trade. Right? So you need to diagnose things. If the strategy, the setup, the entry is not working, you always hit the stops. Now you need to diagnose things. You need to move. So if those setup is not really working, you need to set aside and diagnose and learn from it. I find that funded trader are so super disciplined. Yeah, I mean you need, because as a funded trader you need to have a discipline, rules to yourself, because you don't want to blow a lot of account. You don't need to blow those live funded account, because there is consistency, right? So if you are a funded trader, they have discipline. They know how to be consistent, getting payout and payout. And when they jumped into live account, man, that's something else, because they learn the skill on funded account, then they stock it, and then they earn, they save the money, and then they go through live account. Now easy, there's no rules in live account, but in funded account there's a lot of rules. That's the different. But for me, why I chose funded account, because I don't have any enough, capital to scale up to trade with the big money. That's why. But if I have a live, like probably 10,000 or 20,000 US dollar account, live account, I can make that into 100K probably in a month or two, in 2 to 3 months. But I don't have it right now. That's why I'm into funded trader. Yeah, I want to shift into broker after getting good payout, and the money I got, I will use broker to trade multiple. Yeah, my problem is an entry. I rush and jump, and yeah, I mean, do you know your problem? So you need to diagnose that. So it's coming from you, bro. You know the problem already. Why you always repeating those problem, right? So you have the problem of an entry, and you rush and jump into trade, and now it hit the SL, right? When I wait, feels like I should enter. Yeah, I mean that's the problem with the beginner trader. Lack of discipline. But it makes sense because you still in the learning phase. You need to learn. Otherwise, no. You need to learn. So if this is all it's happening all the time, man, it's not gonna work. So you need your discipline into lifestyle, into the workout, into muscular self. You need to apply that into trading, right? Those routine that you're applying into the gym, you need to apply that into trading. You need to try to translate that into trading. So how you're going to be disciplined trading. So it's all about the routine, okay? So you have a routine every single day that you are going through the gym. You know the mindset of, okay, I'm gonna work probably chest day today. So straight away to the gym, I'm gonna warm up, and then straight away I'm gonna do chest day and eat healthy food, right? I track my macros, I track my food every single day, and then that's it. That's the routine, right? If you are working out every single, that's the routine. And you gonna apply that into trading. How you gonna apply that? Are you gonna hop onto the chart, right? You know the rules, you know my rules, right? You know your rules, and you know the setup, and you know the entry. That's it. Anything than that is noise. I don't want to touch anything into the market. If the setup doesn't show up, I'm not gonna touch. I'm gonna call it the day. Call it the stream. That's it. That's my routine, right? After this, if there's no trade, I'm gonna half up, go to the gym, and gonna hop on again when the NY session is there. That's my routine. It's all about the routine because our mind is a muscle that needs to train, right? Your mind is a muscle that needs to train. If you're feeding your mind with a bad habit, it will continue the rest of the day, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, the rest of the year with the bad habit, right? If you are in the same year doing the same habit that happens in the last year, you are not in the new year. You are in the same year that's stuck when you are not really really well. Makes sense? But if you are moving different today or last week, now you're building the habit that it will apply into trading. It will apply to the gym. It will apply to yourself. You need to be better every single day. Be better, right? How many trades you take in a day? I take 1 to 2 trades a day. Sometimes no trade, sometimes one trade, and that's it. trying yeah, it's right now it's a little bit tricky, it's a little bit hard, but man, just give yourself a time. At least right now, at least 3 months to six. My problem is I don't book profit too. Reach to $100 to guys by holding multiple times. Yeah, I mean that's the pretty normal problem when you're a beginner. You wanna chase those $100, and but you're risking very less. You're risking probably 0.01, 0.02, 0.05, and you wanna hold those. You wanna make $100 in a one trade. It doesn't make sense. You need to understand your probabilities. You need to understand how the setup works. Yeah. Rico, how you doing, man? Yeah, I only trade XAU-USD. Book profits by aiming 1 to 1 hour. Yeah, I mean 1 to 1 hour pretty much good idea. Pretty much good idea 1 to 1 hour. For me, I always do 1 into 1 hour. 1 into 1 hour and then call it a day. Call it a stream. Do it for 1 month. Yeah, I mean that pretty much idea. Do it for 1 month and you're gonna be good. It's all about repetition. If you understand repetition, it's the same. Right? Chat, can I see 20 likes in the stream here? Like the stream, gang. I don't book up to 1:4 hours is pretty much too much. For me, I'm not basing on the RR2. I base on the trade, not RR. But RR minimum 1:1, but I'm not really basing on the RR. A profitable trader, if you are a price action trader, you holding the same strategy. We're not basing on the RR. We're basing on the trade. Robius, how you doing, man? What's Gucci? What's good